Hey guys, if you've seen part one of full website build with FEWD Studio, we're moving on to part two. Just after work, the sun is coming in on a nice spring afternoon, but I'm going to sit here at the screen and spend some time with you good people. So the first thing to do is obviously open up FEWD Studio. Let's maybe actually the first thing to do is screen share. There we go. Okay, so FEWD Studio, let's have a look at where we left off. So we'll jump into the project directory or choose the correct project directory. So desktop and yoga website. So we're making a yoga website just because it's easy to brand, it's easy to explore with. Not going to fuss too much, as I mentioned in the first video, with all of the branding and stuff like that. Just going to go a bit more intuitive and create something. So something I mentioned in the last video was obviously the birth of Gen CSS, which is a CSS framework built into FEWD Studio, and essentially it creates and conjures up your global style sheet, which should be the backbone of all of your selector styling. It's early days on it. I'll be refining it a bit later this week, but yeah. So this is what we've got so far. It's not. It's a classic sort of brochure website. Again, just putting FEWD through its paces and creating with it. So I think it's time to get the spectacles on again. I'm going to get spectacular. It's really nice to hear all the birds singing. That's quite nice, and be able to have the window open. Right. I'm going to go pretty general and normal here. This isn't going to be a creative endeavor. I just want to start up different sections. We've got a hero section and an about section. Although I thought I got some text. So where we go? Let's finish this up. And into FEWD. So that's the navigation and hero. I just want to change the content there. Cool. Okay, so that looks a bit nicer, but yeah. So sorry, a couple of bits to finish off from earlier. Width, we'll do about 60 characters, I think, and cool. I mean, that's fine. Let's splat it all on the page. We can tend to it later. So yeah, not going to do anything too imaginative in this. Let's go for either, should we do class silo section, which is what I call it. I think I started that last time just because I wanted to create a section. So let's do that. What we'll do with this one is we'll put the classes here. So group class. Group classes, 1-to-1. And outdoor yoga, something like that. And then beneath that, we'll have an about section, an introduction to Rebecca. I'm calling her Rebecca. Okay, cool. So we've got a silo section. Obviously, we're going to have a silo inner. Fine enough with that. Right, now that itself can be the grid container. So I need 3 divs. So 1, hold option, and 2 and 3, although I shouldn't have done that because I would rather, let's apply the correct okay, so that's something I need to think about. Am I making cards or a silo list? This will be a list. Okay, this can be a list, that's fine. A UL, and then I need to actually have a div, which is a container, which is the list item. And then within that, I may as well create something that's a bit more like a card, thinking of sort of components, mainly for the component styling. So I actually need that to be a list, and then I need to create another div within that. This will start to be a card. Yeah, okay, so that's cool. So we've got a card, which will have in it an image and a text, so for a title, and we will let's use a link. I'm not going to get involved in big sort of wrapper links and things like that. Okay, cool. Right, that's fine. Let's sort this out. This will be the excuse me, the UL. Yeah, and then this will be the list item, and this is going to be a card. So that is a div, but I'm going to call that. I would say general card at this point. Again, I'm not going to sweat it out while you guys are waiting. So this would have the BEM class of card image, card text, sure, and card button. Usually cards might have a sort of a text area, so you might have a heading and then a bit of text. You might need to regulate the height on that. I don't expect I'm going to need to, so I'm just going to keep it to one little short title, and again just going to keep it simple and easy for this demo. Right, so let's actually nav this up. We've got silo inner, but that should actually be silo list there. That's correct. FEWD, and then silo list item. Okay, so silo list item. I mean, I suppose item would have been fine. And then we move on to the card selectors. Okay, happy enough with that. Obviously, we're not seeing anything because we haven't added any content. So, milestone though, slap of coffee. We have the structure and the semantics sorted out, and the styling is in the flow now. Okay. Now I might actually. This isn't a bad background color. I quite like it. It might work for yoga. I don't know. In my head, I'm kind of thinking maybe more of a lighter background. So one of the lights, so primary light. Oh no, I don't really like that one. I mean, altogether I don't like it. Secondary light. Oh, what have I done? I mean, it kind of works. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing this is this base? No, it's base light 1. Yeah. All right, I think I'm going to leave it on base light 1. Then everything else can pop off that. Cool. All right. That's fine. I didn't really mean to do that at that point. Right. Okay. So this is the container. I think. Yeah, I think that's fine to do as the list immediately. Save the div count. And yeah, okay. Let's get this sorted then. So that needs a grid 3. Use an insert there. Yeah. And this needs a media query of width, and we'll do greater than or equal to, I don't know, 900 pixels at this point. Cool. Of course, we can't see it yet. So list item, that's cool. I don't really need any styling on that. Oh no, of course I do. Do I? No, I don't. So let's style the card. Right, background, var secondary light 1, and min height. Let's just get them all showing. Min height. Oh, I shouldn't put in a hard value like that. That is still habit coming through, so 300, far too high. Wow, let's splat it up with the rems. 14 rem. Okay, cool. Let's chuck in an image. Let's style one of these up. I can't remember if I had added all of my assets, so let's go to the images live folder. I have got them. Oh, of course I did. I did them all with that. Okay. I suppose what I want to do eventually is sort out so that it splats that in automatically. That would be pretty good. So that's something to think about. So 2.webp. Let's have a look at what image that is. That works. 3, 4. Okay, so 3 will be the group yoga. Okay. We don't need to fuss about it. That works enough, so why would I do anything else at this point? Let's mosey on. And then we need some text. So one-to-one yoga. One-to-one, that's fine. And then we'll find out more. Book now. Book now. Yep, that's fine. Right, okay. Got a bit of content in there. Let's make some sense of it. So the image, I would like that to be aspect ratio 16:9, I think. I mean, oh, what am I doing? Object fit cover. That's cool. I mean, 1-to-1 might be fine enough, and I can make it a 50% border radius, which would make it a circle, which would be very yoga-ish. But no, I'm not going to do that right now. I don't think. No, I'm not going to do that right now. Right, okay, so that's fine enough for that. Do I wish to have... Oh, I am going to do that now, though. See, I can't help myself. It's occurred to me, and I think it's the winning idea. So, yeah, I'm going to do that now. So, width... I'm going to have to center all of this up. So, God... I have to give it a fixed value. If someone knows a better way for me to do that, fine. Do let me know. But and then border radius. Don't know that with Emma. Is that BR and no? Border R. Doesn't matter. 50%. Cool. Border. Now, I don't know what var... I mean, I haven't really refined everything yet, so I don't know. I don't even know what I've got in the way of border, but I've just got one normal border value. What does that do? Nothing. So I'm going to do this manually right now. 2 pixels. Solid. I'll at least bring a variable into the color and be a really good boy. Okay, cool. And then box shadow. I do have shadow variables already sorted out. So shadow, I don't think it's going to be strong enough though. But look, I've got shadow large. Let's do that. I've not done that yet. I don't know if that's enough. I think I want it to be more. But anyway, right, that's looking quite nice actually. I'm glad we went with the yoga-iness. I'm going to scrap that in a second, but first let's use an insert and we're going to get a flex C going on, which is the column. And then, why is that not going to the right? Oh, I haven't done it yet. Oh, it's good that I've got this on video and I'm self-publishing it to show that I'm just such an idiot. Like, oh, look, I think I said at the beginning, you know, I've been really enjoying getting better at all of this stuff, rediscovering it, getting my fingers back to the keyboard. But you know, it's a process. It has been a great one, but it is a process. Right, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know how book now fits into this really. It might have to be a clickable. I just don't want the fuss of that, to be honest, at this point. So anyway, I'm going to do away with this line. And now, to be honest, I think I want it to be lighter. I do. Right, anyway, it's good to explore, isn't it? So all of this is on the selector. So when I actually duplicate this, this is fine. So that's what we're doing. Let's get the P card sorted out. So this isn't so much of a card really as a, I don't know. Right, so font size, let's use a variable for that. We're going to use large. And yeah, I think that fits pretty well. And we want that to be a prettier color. So I think we're going to get the secondaries in here. I forget the colors actually. I mean, the secondary is more the accent. That should be the link. So I think I'm going off the palette already, but that's not a problem. With globals, we can just do what we want. But yeah, okay, I'm going to use a secondary one. So color. Yeah, I mean, actually, that's quite nice. Yeah, that's cool. I'm liking it. Yeah, and then this is going to be a subtle grey, I think. Yeah, a bit of a grey, maybe one of the base colours. Okay, cool. Liking that so far. We've got to figure out how we roll with this. But yeah, I'm going to leave that as that is. Oh, what have I done here? Oh, that's a button. No, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I want that to be a link. So, okay, scrap that one. Apply that one. That's cool. Thank you, FEWD. That was a nice suggestion. Let's sort this out before we. I think I am going for a base. Well, that was base light, but maybe this is the case of the neutral. Neutral light 2. I mean, that's basically white. So let's change that. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm on board with that. Yep, I'm on board with that. Okay, cool. Right, so let's do away with the top padding. And I have something that's in my head, like this is going to... Oh, what am I doing? Block stars. I feel like something's going to be a pickle here, but I've not figured that out yet. You know when you got the feeling, and you should trust the feeling? Okay. Oh, did I put grid 3 on? I did. Okay, so, yeah, of course. No. That should be working. What? Why is that not working? Right, that, and then... Oh, my God. Okay, I see. Again, caught on video. You know when you see Instagram reels of people absolutely doing something stupid, and then you realise that they posted it afterwards? Like, that's where we are right now. Okay, right, so this, I would like to add a negative margin. And I've just got in my head that something's going to become a bit pickly there. So margin block start. That's minus 20 pixels. Does it move? Yeah, it does. So that's what's ringing in my head. Yeah, it's pulling the... and there's a weird little rule, and I can't remember why. I can't remember what it is. Is it like position relative or something? No, because that is position relative, because it has the background image absolute. There's something where it pushes the parent up, and it's doing my head in. So anyway, I mean, I want it to be minus, well, yeah, minus 6 rem at this point. I think this is a Gemini one. It's a silly problem to have. That's it. Okay, that's it. The parent of this, I mean, you never see this in page builders. You just yank everything around and it kind of does what it needs to do. But you actually have to, it pushes the barrier of the parent up for some reason when you negative margin it, which I suppose makes sense. But and I don't have any idea why. But that was it. That was in my head. Like, you got something coming, Chris. You got to sort this out. Anyway, that's yeah, I'm pretty alright with that. That's fine. Okay, so I don't think. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Let's change the content. So another image. Let's do this one a group one. I think that was 3. Yeah. Do we have any others though? Maybe. Okay. Again, I don't want to fuss over this too much. I really, really don't. But I want it to look a little bit nicer. I don't want that to be that one. So. It's just more about the colouring of it, really. Well, we've got some for outdoor yoga. That's good. They're all a bit that colour. Okay, cool. All right, I think I'm going to go with 6 and 3. So, 6 and that one, and we'll do an outdoor yoga. So, okay. Oh, chosen the wrong one. Group classes. Cool. And then outdoor yoga we'll do, simply because I have a picture for it. Outdoor yoga. Cool. Okay, and let's change the image to one of the later ones. 8, 9. That's quite nice. 10. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I think you all agree with me. 10. And then this one will be, there was a beachy one. Don't know how many I got. That looks quite nice. Okay, cool. What's 13? No. Doesn't exist. $14. Okay, cool. Right, happy with that. That's pretty all right. This is too high, so let's close these down. The section min height, we don't need that. Don't think we need that. Padding block. Oh, end. We're gonna do. Okay. and just go back to the card here. I would like to give that link just a bit of a different color. So var, no, accent. What am I doing? Let's see if this stuff works. Yep, that looks girly and yoga-y, which is a technical term, I think. Okay, right. Not gonna, I'm not gonna fuss past that because we're getting something together, and that's pretty nice. Okay, so let's add another section. Okay, and this is going to be like an about blurb section. So really not very complicated. We just need a header. Oh no, hang on. I'm sorry. You can judge me for this if you'd like. I haven't added in. We've got the list items, which is great, and these. See, I was naughty. These should actually be heading 3. Yeah, they should, and that's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's cool. Although I could either bring down the size for this. Well, I don't know. I quite like the large actually. Yeah, I think it's better because it goes into this sort of like, it has some real, it's like a teardrop. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, bit confused as to why font weight isn't taking effect on this one because I thought I downloaded. Trying to do something. I'll have to have a think about that. Maybe have a look at Google Fonts. Oh, well, they are here. Oh, regular. Oh, okay. No, but that is regular 400. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm an idiot for that. That was on me. Lucky for me, it looks exactly as I intended. So, yeah. Right. Okay, that's fine. So, anyway, let's make sure that these are all correct. And I should have done this before I even, duplicated it. But I've gone too far in the other direction now. So it's a case of popping on through with all of them. So they are now all H3s, which is wonderful. And yeah, that's cool. Now we need an H2. We need an H2 in order to announce the section, essentially. So in this one, we're going to bung a text element, and this is going to be an H2. And this doesn't actually have to have a class like that, but all it does have to have is content, so services provided, right? Okay, that's fine. But then we do need to give it this class, which should make it disappear. Oh God, do you see what I've done? SR only. Yes, okay. Makes it disappear on this end, but not on the oh, so I need to oh, okay, that's the width of my image. I need to make sure that that will stretch across, but fine otherwise. Inspect. Because what we'll see is section. This is where the list is, and it does have the H2. All right, so yeah, need to make sure that that goes up to the top. But first of all, that's interesting. need to make sure that that image is big enough. Can I stretch that if it's a background? Yes. Okay, cool. And min height of the... Oh, right. I'll fine tune that later on, but that's fine. What is the... Oh my God. I just want to make sure that this is going to flex. Oh gosh, terrible. To Gemini, I have a hidden SR only heading. I need to ensure it shows first in the document. Oh, well, here's an idea. I mean, that should actually work, I believe. Look at that, weird that, isn't it? But yeah, I can't remember. Object, no, not object, something like that. It'll come to me when I'm not thinking about it, which is the really weird thing, isn't it? Right, anyway, so we've got the H2 heading, we've got the H3 headings, and it's in a proper list. That's good. Okay. Cool. Right, section. This will be information. We've got the div there and the heading, so that's going to be the H2 heading. And then we need some other text for, yeah, paragraphiness. But yeah, otherwise it's going to be really quite simple. So I'm just going to call this info or blurb or something along those lines. Info. Yeah, info. Info inner, info heading, info text. Cool. We will also want a link to, well, we don't have an about, yeah, we do have an about page, so we need a link as well. And that's going to be an A. Cool. Info link. That works well. Happy with that. Let's get styling. So background, I would like this to contrast and just be completely white. Thinking about that, actually, still think I might use neutral light 2. Cool. Okay, which is basically white, isn't it? Cool. Inner, and then we need the headings. So about Rebecca. So about Rebecca, and that's going to be in that nice font. Okay, so yeah, on other sites, people call it an eyebrow heading. I've always called it a heading label or a label heading, where I might have a smaller, just like this. I would actually have, well, I won't duplicate it. I would actually have something like this is font size, and I'd have a variable actually. So be something like H4 or maybe H5, very, very small heading. And in this sense, font family var font body, that's cool. And then you know, something like a color, and then we would use something like secondary or something for a bit of a visual accent. And you do that, and then I think it's in my globals. as I usually use it. So I have a it's a class. I usually just use it as a class because it has all of my settings on it. Where hook heading, which is what I used to call it emote heading, but that seemed a bit too much. Where is it? Hook heading and a heading label. No, okay, I haven't included it in this one. I'm just curious now, and I'm sorry to waste your time, but let's have a look. Hook heading. Oh, there we are. Okay. So I should have copied this over actually, and I think I'll put that in the in the Gen CSS framework. People use eyebrow heading or heading eyebrow or something, but I've just always called it section label or heading label, and it basically makes it look like what I've just styled there, even though that's an H2 and it's very small. But it serves as the SEO thing. I've always been told it was black hat SEO because it should be big, and I've just never agreed. So, and then you've got the hook heading, which I call it the hook heading because it's the hook for the person reading it, the user. So, you know, that's kind of where I've been, like heading label, and then you have a hook heading. I don't. Yeah, maybe we'll use that just for the sake of using it and showing how to do it properly. So we've got the H2 and it's nice and small. I don't know if I've got an H6 because I'd like it to be even smaller. Yep, that's cool. And font weight. I don't think font weight here would suit. And it won't even work. Why is that? Okay, I don't know. And then this can be more of a an instructor who cares for your, I don't know, peace of mind. Yeah, along those lines. Cool. Okay. And well, why don't I grab that hook heading? It might not have the right variables, so let's just make it up now. Let's make up hook heading so it can be consistent. Yeah, hook heading. Then this will be one that we can apply elsewhere as well. So I'm going to select on hook heading. So we're not on info text. We're on hook heading. Let's set the defaults for that, and we can apply that to other places. So font size is don't know, text extra large. Yep. Width would be 50 characters. Well, at the most. Yeah, so I wouldn't want it to go much beyond that. So I'll leave it at that. And yeah, what color? Color. I assume I've got a normal. Color. Oh, I'm still not intuitive with my variables yet because they've broadened. All right, so color primary. Nope. Secondary. Anyway, this is not helping you in your world. Oh, no, that doesn't work at all. I've gone quiet on you, haven't I? I've gone thoughtful. I don't know. Well, that's not going to win any points with accessibility. So, okay. God, of all the things to just stop me on this. Right, okay. Let's have a look at globals. Base. Maybe a base. I think maybe it's a base. Let's actually have a look in the color palettes. So I think, yeah, base light 1. I think base light 1. Yeah, base light 1. All right, that's helpful. Base light 1. Yeah. Yep. Right, I'm so sorry about that. That's like time of your life that you won't get back. Okay, so I have just decided there shouldn't just be a text area with central, which I was going to do, but actually I would like it to be 2 columns. Oh, I don't want that. 2 columns with these with an image of Rebecca. I think that makes a lot of sense. So we've got the section, the inner. Then we need info inner, and then info. Oh, okay. I'm just going to be really ugly with this. No, info content. Yep, that's better. And then we need another div. I held option there, so it just went alongside. And then we need info image. Okay, cool. All right, that means that we can use it later interchangeably. That makes a lot of sense. Cool. All right, so then obviously we need an image in that one, and this will be info image wrapper. Okay. Info image wrapper. And some would say that should be a figure, and it should. So yeah. Yeah, so that let's actually wrap that. Info figure. And let's change that. It would have suggested it if I Oh yeah, no, it is there. Cool. Okay. And image, and we have a caption there. And we have info image wrapper. Cool. I think we've got everything that we need. Yeah, fine. Okay, cool. I feel like I want to name that wrapper to keep it conventional, but all right. Again, on other builds, I might be that fussy. Right, so let's have a look at this. This one, we need this to be a grid. Okay, so let's use an insert grid to done. At media width greater than or equal to, I think I said 900 pixels on the other one, but you know, it depends on how it looks for this. We've all got to get into container query land, which I'm yet to really start playing with. But yeah, it's something to have a look at. And then so why is that not jumping into... Oh, it is. Min height. Just so I can see it. Background blue. Poink. Okay, cool. yeah, what did I do there? So I genuinely have no idea why that is favoring the size of the content, because it should be 2 and then repeat 1 FR. So yeah, because the content shouldn't make a difference. That's not something I don't think I've ever noticed before. So again, this is kind of when I wish I was doing this live and then somebody could just be like, you do this. Okay. Why are these not equal boxes? Yeah. Tell me, Gemini. Well, I did not know that. Even when you've set grid template columns, repeat to 1FR, the fractional unit FR actually calculates as min max auto 1FR. The big box contains long text. Yes, it does. Because the text is long and doesn't have a forced break, it does have a width. The grid cell is da-da-da-da. All right, I want it to be strictly equal. Okay, so min max 0 1FR. Didn't know that. Min max. By using min-max 0 1FR, you tell the grid cell that its minimum size can be 0. This forces the grid to ignore the length of the text. Okay, right, fine. Should we try that one then? I'm just going to copy this. And boom. Wow, okay. But then the text overlays. Okay, but then the text overlays. Option 1, no, I don't want to be using option 1, then the text disappears. So should the width be max width? I think that's it. Is that what the problem is? This one. Oh, I thought I set a width on that. On the hook heading I did. Oh, that's what it was. Right, yeah, just ignore me. Should I tell Gemini? Don't worry, I was an idiot. So probably, let's just at least do it for the sake of learning. We don't need that, just to know 1FR. Ah, okay. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, not encountered that before. Okay, anyway, right, let's sort this out. So, padding, I don't actually want padding on this. I want to keep it kind of happy like that. Yeah. I want to keep it quite consistent, but let's start spacing this out a little bit. Div with the content, let's do away with that. And we need to do a gap of var gap content. Right, okay, it's annoying me that that doesn't exist. It should exist. Space, 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 tokens. Oh, is that them? This video is being longer than I wished it to be. Sorry, but we're cracking on. Gap. I've got some gap properties here. I've used them. Gap, 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 gap. Gap grid. I'd like gap content, and I'll do space 6. Cool. Apply changes and cool. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, of course. I'm rushing. Right, so leave that there and actually add flex C. That should still. Right. Just have to jiggle into place. Cool. Now, first of type. I need a first of type class for H2 to reduce gap content by half. That's the one. So I'm going to add that into my globals, down with the other fandangly kind of classes. Well, that didn't work. Okay, no, margin bottom. There we are. No, see, that's wrong. I've encountered this before, and it's not to add. It's to reduce it by half. No, to reduce it by no. All right. Sit by half of content gap content. Yeah, I've gone in circles with this because it's like this weird little thing where that's not the one. That one doesn't work, and margin bottom, that doesn't work either. I've gone back and forth on this, and each time I'm like, I have to remember which one it is, and it's something to do with the multiplication of the reduced amount. So you reduce it by, you divide it by, you take content gap, you divide it by 2, and then you multiply by 1. It's something along those lines. Maybe I should just tell Gemini that. Sorry, guys. No, it's something like dividing by 2 and multiplying by 1. And this is on margin bottom. I'm sorry, I just want to leave everything quite transparently, you know. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, I want to be transparent about it and be like, hey, God, like a lot of you guys that I'm speaking to, we're all kind of wrestling with getting back to all of this stuff, but you know, it's good that we're doing it. Right, that's going to be the one. Apparently not. Or maybe it is now. I think that actually is in place. Var gap content. I will refine that later on. All right, you don't need to waste time with me on that one too much more. Right. Let's make an actual. This is the info text, but it actually shouldn't be. This is the hook heading. So I want to remove that one. I do want to add an info. Hook heading. right? So that I can, if I ever want to, I can style that separately and that it's just in there. But that's the one that's just pulling in the globals. I think that's the best way to do it. And then we're going to add in another one, which is info text. Okay, cool. Gemini, you know your name. I won't do that. The yoga instructor is called Rebecca. Please give some about section blurb about her and her classes to then link to the about page. Okay. This is on home page. Don't need war and peace. Okay. Just a couple of paragraphs. An instructor who cares for your peace of mind. Is that a weird coincidence, or was that in my screenshot earlier? I'm going to assume that it was in the screenshot earlier. Otherwise, that's just weird. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Might split that into two. Oops. Okay. I'll end that at weather. Weather. Cool. Okay, happy enough with that. Now let's get an image sorted out. So this is Rebecca, and actually we had one earlier, didn't we? So figure and image. Let's find Rebecca. Yoga image. 2, 3. It was one of those. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, perfect, fine. Let's sort a grid gap out there. So this one here, we need a gap of var gap grid. That's a bit nicer. Okay, cool. Right, I mean that is saved. So we've done 2 more sections on this one. Let's get yeah, we need a link, don't we? So let's chuck in the link. Learn more about Rebecca. Cool. Kind of cool. Where's the gap? Amazing. This is annoying me. Yeah. First of type H2, that should be working. Why is it not? That is the one. You divide it by 2 and then you multiply it by 1. That has worked for me. That has definitely worked for me, and it doesn't seem to be applying. H2 first of type. We don't need that. Align content, I think it is. Oh, that always makes a wally of me. Center. Is it going to be justify? God's sake. Justify content. What the fuck? Right, really, seriously. Align content, center, center, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know. Okay. Right, I'm going to do something really, really crude, and don't judge me. Margin, you know what I'm going to do. Oh, no, I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. Right, Gemini, why is this not working? This is not working. This is not working. It should. It has. Three silent culprits, calc, first of type logic. The missing white space most common. In CSS calc, the division. If you're adding and subtracting, the spaces are mandatory. But you gave it to me. Let's double check. Margin bottom. Oh God. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's not working. So what about if I try applying that straight to the element? It's worth a shot. Oh. Okay. That's pretty weird. I've never known it not work, to be honest. And I feel like somewhere else maybe I'm doing something a bit more intuitively. And yeah, okay, cool. Right, all right. Let's just sort this out quickly. Color, var, accent. Great. And I know it's crude, but it puts something there right now. Right. Cool. I mean, that isn't cool, but I'll leave it be for the moment. I could do something really gross and margin top -1 EM. All right, cool. It's a hack. I'm going to admit that's a hack. And then after that, I just need to figure out why this is being weird. Because that should display. Why is my image not centering? I love Gemini. Why is my image not centering vertically? Question mark. is only as tall as the image is. No, it's not. So align item center. I've tried all of them. You need to tell the container to take up the full height of the viewport or a specific height so the center math has room to work. Again, I've never known that to be a problem. But okay, every day's a school day. Let's test that. Height 600 pixels, I think. Oh, wow, that did work. Well, that genuinely doesn't make sense to me. If anyone can explain that to me, that would be great. Okay. Okay, if we do min height 5 rem, that doesn't work. But if I put height and literally no value, yeah, okay, don't know. I genuinely, I don't know. Oh no, I do. You know when you want to bite your knuckles and just go, oh! Oh! Fine, fuck it. It's probably something simple like that that's really done that as well. So anyway, fine. Let's get a shadow on here and then I'm done for the day. Box, shadow, var shadow. Let's do a medium one. Cool. Okay. Right, and I do recall this one needs a min height. No, not that. I'm sorry. This one. That one needs to be min height. Ooh, of 90. View height. Okay, cool. Right. Let's take a peek and just ruin everything now and look at how it's... Oh, it's actually looking all right. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Cool. Okay. Happy with that. This is too blocky for a yoga site. So let's just quickly sort that out. I probably want to sort out some sort of a variable for this. So that there's a consistent kind of like, oh yeah, no, that's really nice. But let's just slam something together. Border radius. I mean, that's nice, but I want to go naught. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, something like that. Yeah, maybe the other corners, but we'll have a look at it at another time. Right. Yeah, okay, right, I'm happy with that. So, my own coding aside, and just maybe grabbing this and making that 6 rem. Obviously, I should make that responsive. And oh no, okay, text align. No, 5. And you thought you were out of here. Yeah, that's cool. Right, I'm happy with that. That's really good. And, you know, I'm just going to look at it on an actual browser. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. Okay, not added hovers and things like that at this point, but this is shaping up as a nice site. Really pleased with that. And again, FEWD Studio is just outputting as we would like it to. It's looking really clean, really lovely, and it's just a nice little place to work and realize you've got to practice on your code skills. And yeah, right, okay. Hope you all have a great evening. I will see you in another video soon, and we'll finish off this page, whatever should be on it, and make a start on the About page. Cool. Right. Bye-bye.